It's March 25th. This is the video log. It takes 30,000 to a million. It's going to take it's going to take a while. And today, I'm just going to give you an update on what's going on with the account because I've been talking about this bull trap here, and my plan was to deleverage into this bull trap, and I have been doing that to an extent. I still haven't deleveraged as much as I want to. So if this short recovery, to my estimation anyway, continues, I'm going to be deleveraging even further. So I want to show you, just update you on the account, what's going on. I have been talking about this for a while, so in the last few days, how I've been waiting for this moment to happen if we are indeed in a big bear market. And I also want to talk about why I'm not going to go and place really, market shorting bets out there either, even though I'm deleveraging. All right, so I'm going to go into the phone here. Look at this. Oh, it's the phone. Okay, so my account is sitting at 58,200. Actually, I've had a very good week the last few days, last 3 days. I was even on Monday, even though the markets were down, and then I've had a couple of big days because I am leveraged, right? So I'm supposed to be outperforming the market. Today there was a big sharp downturn, as you can see here. I was as much as 61,000 almost up on the day, and then I went all the way down to 58,233, which is what I'm sitting at right now. It's been rising steadily in the aftermarkets. So I'm just gonna quickly browse through the account here. You can see some of the options and everything that's going on. So silver options were down a little bit. I did sell the Southwest call. So I had a call option that I bought on Southwest, and I sold it for about $400 profit. So that's gone, but I still have the position, the Southwest position. So you'll see here. These are all my positions, just real quick, but I just want to show you the Southwest. So it was up 4.6%. I sold somewhere around here. So that option is gone, as you can see, but I still have shares, and I'm actually positive on Southwest right now. Now, the reason why Southwest is going up so much is because they've announced some possible bailouts for the airline companies, and I do believe Southwest will be one of them, because, I mean, it's not at risk as much as some other airlines, but it's definitely like a staple, and if the other airlines are doing well, Southwest is probably going to do better. I think it's the strongest airline that we have in the US. So that's that. I think the market's dropped mainly because of Apple and obviously a few other companies, but Apple had a really sharp decline here, as you can see, into the close. Went from 256 to like 244, something like that. Let's see what else is going on. Obviously, the silver calls are not doing too well because I don't know. But I'm still positive on the January silver calls. $250 or 84%. I think the other silver call, I'm still positive 40%. This one expires a little bit sooner, so I don't know if silver is going to be able to rebound and get over the break-even point of 16. Other than that, so EXK was also up a little bit. All the mining stocks were up. Another call that I'm keeping, it's the GDXJ call, which is this here. I'm up 80% on it so far, $368, and I'm going to keep it for probably until expiration. It expires on 8/21, so what is that, August 21st? So that should be interesting. Let's see what else is going on. I mean, look, this is the week, this is the month here. You can see I'm down like 32%. I'll show you the 3 months, 1 year. Look at this, down 21%. And of course, the all-time is looking really ugly. all this work I've been doing since the beginning, right? It's pretty much being erased. So, but I'm at a much better position now to rebound off of this than, you know, the markets. So I'm guessing that I'm going to do better than them. Okay, so 58,000. Now, I want to go into the account in the browser here because I want to show you something. All right, I want to go into the account tab here. I want to show you the deleveraging process. So I was at 33% or something like that. Excuse me 1 second. All right, I was sitting at 33% leverage, and it was about $30,000 here. And now my market value is about the same. It was 84,000. Now it's 83. It was 84 like yesterday. Now it's 83,500. Even though I sold a few thousand dollars worth of shares. So now as a result, my leverage is only about 30% at the moment. It's no longer 33. I want to get down to about 25%. So hopefully the rally continues into the news. The major news is that the stimulus package, right, by the there's going to be fiscal stimulus. So by the administration there, and Congress is trying to pass a bill to, basically do like a $2 or $2.5 trillion worth of cash available for whoever needs it, I guess, which includes businesses, hospitals, major businesses, small businesses, etc. So whoever needs it, and that money is going to go straight into valuations, and especially products. They're going to get outbid because supply is a little bit constricted right now. I just came from the store. I live in San Jose, California. It's kind of a hotbed for the virus at the moment, but I'm looking at the estimations actually. I know I'm going on a little bit of a tangent, but I'm looking at how fast the deaths are growing, and it seems like they're not growing as fast as some other parts of the world in the US, especially New York. So New York is having a real rough time, but in California, the deaths are not going up as exponential. So they're still going up in an exponential manner, but it's not the degree of like 2x, right? It's not like deaths are doubling or going, doubling in a day or doubling in a week. It's a little bit less than that. So it's not as extreme here in California. Now, I just came from the store, shops, the store is, a lot of the shelves are empty. A lot of the water's gone, the paper towels, whatever, toilet paper, etc. And it looks like everybody's being super safe about it. They've installed like glass protection on the checkout counters for the people who are checking you out. They're wearing like surgical gloves, and everybody's wearing like masks, and nobody touches each other. Everybody's staying really far away. And they have 2 or 3 people disinfecting things at all times of the store, like the doors and door handles, all the carts and baskets, and everything's being clean and disinfected 24/7. They have armed guards in from the store, protecting like cops and everything. So it's they're taking it very seriously here in California, which I guess I'm glad to see. I'd rather not, I'd rather these stores be safe and clean, because that's basically the only thing that's being open right now. And we're gonna look back at this, and it's gonna have an impact, I think, in the way people do in the future, and definitely a few 5-10 years back from now, we're gonna look back at this, and there could be a situation where some new generation 10-15 years ago is not going to be able to fathom the thought of everything being closed for an extended period of time. So, but anyways, I'm going off on a tangent again. I don't know. Okay, so back to the browser here. This is my account. $25,000 in leverage. Account value is $83,500. All right, if you want to know the biggest total returns, there they are. Wheaton Precious Metals, basically number one. Rio Tinto, which I bought late, and I bought it somewhere near the bottoms thus far. This could all turn red, and I'm probably not going to sell any of it if everything goes red. See Southwest here, Newmont. Even though I only have 2 shares, I'm up $62. Newmont's been doing great. I have 168 shares of Newmont in a different account, so that's been doing great, and I've had them for about like 10 years. So, and I think Newmont's reaching all-time highs pretty soon, if it hasn't already hit them. I haven't actually checked. I think all-time high maybe like 50 something, 60. I'm not sure. Southwest, and everything else is red. I mean, here, if you want to see the biggest losers, so Cameco, of course, because I have a lot of equity in Cameco. As you can see, it's my second biggest equity position. And then the New York Mortgage Trust, that was a big hit. This is probably my worst move so far, is New York Mortgage Trust. It's down to $1. It was $6. It just lost over $3,000 for me. Recovered a little bit today, but still a really big loss. It pays a fat dividend, but now it's going to be cut probably. I'll check in a second for you. So, Energy Transfer, that was a big hit too. That also pays a really big dividend. I started going into this position as the market was dropping. After it went down 10-15%. This company didn't really go down much because people weren't sure if it was temporary, if the gas was going to get hit. Because these guys build, I think they lay and build pipes and transfer gasoline from one place to another. And so they shouldn't be hit that hard, but we'll see. Energy Fuels, of course, uranium. It's a miner, whatever. Apple down on the negatives now. I've sold 4 shares of Apple today before the big drop near the end, so we'll see. And then the emerging market dividend fund down $1,000 here. That's another very big equity position. It's my third largest. Then I have Russia, only down 586, even though I have $4,000 in it, because I bought towards the end there. It's $19 right now, average down at about $17-16. So that's why the loss isn't looking as big. All right. What else am I going to update you on? You know what? This bull market, this bull trap, last time I made a video, I talked about how this is a bull trap if we indeed are in a bear market. So you can use this to either flip your position, deleverage, or exit, or whatever you plan on doing. And I talked about it. It has manifested, but now I think the bear market is soon ready to resume. The virus looks like it's not really stopping. It's definitely slowing, but as the data comes out, I think the economic data is going to scare the crap out of people, and they're going to start selling stuff off again, because the data is going to be just so scary, and people aren't going to be able to fathom how hard the economy is going to get hit. Not just here in the States, but abroad as well. And, there's still going to be supply chain issues, restricted supply. There's going to be inflation. Things at the grocery store are already super expensive. I just bought a few items. I spent like $40 some for, I don't know, some bagels, some bread, some peanut butter and jelly or whatever. It's crazy. All right? It's really expensive now. And it's going to get more expensive. I think that's going to be a pretty big shock to people. I think they're going to have to sell assets in order to buy groceries. In an inflation scenario, that's kind of what happens. I'll tell you a quick story, all right? So I come from Bulgaria, and that's where I lived for the first 13 years of my life. And what happened is we had a hyperinflation in 97, 96, 95, 96, 97. And that's part of the reason why my family left for the United States. We tried to get a visa. We got some green cards. It was a interestingly lucky process. And so now we're in the U.S. And so during the hyperinflation, though, in 96, 97, we had to sell furniture in order to buy groceries. All right, because my parents only saved in the local currency, which is the lev, and the price of bread was going up exponentially, right? So you buy bread for 50 today, 100 tomorrow, 200 the next day, 500 the next day, 1,000 the next day. So the price of things is going very up very rapidly, and so we would sell whatever we can in order to get enough currency to just buy the next week's meal. So it doesn't have to be that extreme in the States, but that's kind of what happens. People sell off their assets, right, to buy things that they need. Like we sold our apartment for like $13,000, $14,000, the equivalent, for $13,000 or something like that, a whole apartment, in order to buy plane tickets to come to the States. So, but we're selling books, we're recycling paper, whatever you get, whatever you can do. Grow our own vegetables, right? We'd find like random plots of land and just start growing stuff. I remember I used to go in the forest and eat some wild vegetation because I mean you gotta stay, you gotta eat something. Um, but to a lesser degree, my point is that it doesn't have to get this extreme. But to a lesser degree, people are going to start selling assets. And what kind of assets can they sell? Stocks, right? That's the most liquid thing that they can get their hands off is their Acorns account, or pull out some stocks out of their mutual funds that they've been investing, or the Apple stock or whatever, right? If you need the money, you need the money. Like I'm not working right now, okay? So I'm not working. I haven't been working for about 2-3 weeks. I've been just staying at home, and you know, no income, right? So where are people gonna find the money to buy groceries? Well, right, take them out of the Robinhood account. Some people may actually dip into their retirement accounts, right? So we'll see. People got bills to pay. All right, people are gonna have to reduce their lifestyle. They're gonna have to cancel their subscriptions to some services. They're gonna have to take that car back to the dealership, right? They're gonna have to stop eating at restaurants for a while until they regain their balance sheets, their personal balance sheets improve. Um, it's gonna happen. So this might last for a year or two. We'll see. But the reason why I'm not gonna go and start shorting stuff is because there's so many trillions with a T worth of dollars being injected into the economy here by the central bank, by the fiscal stimulus. And the fiscal stimulus is basically money in people's hands, right? They're literally giving people money. I don't know what it was, $1,000, $1,200 or something like that. Everybody might get. If you make like under $75,000 a year or something like that, then if you do make over, you're still gonna get that money, but just as an interest-free loan. At least that's what I'm hearing right now. Maybe you guys are more on top of the news than I am. You can comment below and let me know. But this is gonna be a struggle. So I'm not going to sell off stuff too much more. I'm gonna deleverage a little bit, use this opportunity, but I'm definitely gonna ride this out. I'm not gonna start shorting because I think the nominal value of things is not gonna be going down very quickly. I mean, it might go down quickly, but I'm saying not very far. I don't see like a depression era style bear market here. I don't think things will go down 80% because our money is not tied to gold right now. If our money was tied to gold and gold's been going up, right, roughly, as the market's been going down, I mean, that's we would already be looking at like 40-50% bear market, and instead it's only about 35. And the bear market would have started a lot early, actually, by the way. This virus is just exacerbating things. Okay, I think that's it for today. If you've watched the video all the way through, and it's a long video, it's over 20 minutes now, type bear in the comments so I know that you've watched the video all the way. All right, bear is the word of today. See y'all later. Peace out. We'll make another video either tomorrow or on Friday to update you on what's going on.